What's going on, YouTube? Team G Sale back with another pickup video. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It has been an insane week, and I mean literally insane. As you might have seen from the little intro that I had in this video, this is 2 weeks of garage sales, thrift stores, pawn shops, and I've been finding tons of stuff. So in order to make this video a bit shorter, I'm not going to be showing lots of books individually. I'm just going to flash a picture, put up a price. I want to try to move quickly since my last video got way out of hand. But yes, garage sailing season is in full effect. But before we get started, on my last video, I'm now over 400 subscribers. Please go back to my previous video if you haven't already done so and comment on that video to be entered in the draw, which will be coming out in the following video next week. I take all the names, put them in random.org, hit the randomizer, pick the first name that comes up. If that person doesn't respond, it goes to the next name. So that being said, there's only, I want to see like 18 people so far. So your odds are pretty good. So if you haven't already done so, go back and subscribe. And go back and comment. But if you want to be part of the draw, you have to subscribe. So please hit that subscribe button just to show some support and be part of the free draw as the channel continues to grow, working my way towards 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, all the support is really awesome. Before we get started, again, smash that like button below. I do always appreciate that. Comment below on this video with anything you found interesting. And remember, if you can guess the background music that's playing in this video, it'll start as soon as I start the pickups. Comment below with what that is. The first person gets an extra name in the draw. So there's people who did get an extra name in that one. If you want to hear the music better, wait till the very end of the video. I play it very briefly with my outro. So otherwise, guys, let's just jump right into non-video game pickups. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm not going to be going through individual books. I went to a massive garage sale here in the town that I live in. They have it once a year for a puppy rescue, and it's called the Canine Advocates. I'll show some video here of that. First thing I noticed when I walk in, a massive box of Family Circus books. And everyone here knows, if you watch my channel, I'm trying to get all the Family Circus books, as well as Peanuts and Garfield. I picked up, I think it was 21 books in total. They wanted 10 cents a book, so the prices were great. I found a few other things at this garage sale, I guess, but the only thing I didn't find was video games. They told me that somebody had bought them all just before I had came, and I came right at open, so someone obviously got in there a bit early, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. So in addition to finding all of those books, I found some Goosebumps books. Now, I'm not a Goosebumps collector, but I know my friend Nate over at Thrift Dweller is, and he's already claimed them. We're going to work out a trade for something else, but I'll put pictures of those and total value. Some of those Family Circus books, a lot of them, I couldn't find any sold listings, and some of them were like $10 or $15 sold listings, so really good to know. But I will show some books today, but not those, just because there's so many of them, it would take up half the video. All right. Other books that I picked up this week, I found... Neil, I should say, found these two Heathcliff books for me. I kind of collect Heathcliff. It's like, if I find them, they're cheap, I'll get them. These were $1.29 at Value Village. Heathcliff Strikes Again. Again, I like these little reader books. And lastly, Heathcliff Smooth Sailing. So thank you, Neil, for finding those two books for me at Value Village. These books here were also at Value Village. They were $1.29 because they are technically considered comic books. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Adventure 1. I'm going to bring these to my school. I don't collect Pokemon stuff, but kids really do enjoy the Japanese animation books and manga books. And number 2, Volume 2, Diamond and Pearl. So yeah, found those at Value Village. Good price. Picked them up. Found this one here at a garage sale, 25 cents. There's the sticker there. And this is a Power Rangers book, The Terror Toad. Whatever, it was a quarter. Vintage, 1994 on the back, so there you go. All right, almost done books now. These two were also at Value Village the same day I got the Pokemon books. These are DC comic books, but they're graphic novels. This is Heroes Volume 1. These are hardcover, very good condition, really good artwork. They're not worth a lot, but they're very cool books. And I also picked up Heroes Volume 2. There's that one there. So yeah, these were $1.29 each. They considered them comic books. That's what some of the Value Villages still. The one I go to considers these books comic books. The Naren one has raised prices, unfortunately. The last two books I got, or three, I should say. Two. First one here, Value Village, $1.29. I got it with all those to get. This is the one that was free. The Hunger Games Official Illustrated Movie Companion. Again, I teach this novel in my class. I'll bring it to school. Kids can look at it while we read. And this last book was at a garage sale for $1. It's Where's Waldo? These are always fun books to have around. Kids love them. Even at my school, grade 7 kids still kind of enjoy when they have some free time to look through these. So, $1, can't complain. All right, let's go to media. Not a ton this week, but a few things. We'll start with CDs. Went to a garage sale here in Stonewall. These CDs were all $1, but after I picked these up and the 2 VHSs, she said, give me 6 for everything. So I guess they worked out to 50 cents. So the Mobb Deep, The Life of the Infamous. So it's the best of Mobb Deep. This person really liked Mobb Deep, by the way. They had a lot of Mobb Deep CDs. Next up, Mobb Deep Street Saga. When I see hip-hop CDs for $1 or under, I grab them. Whether I keep them or sell them is to be found. Dre 2001, great CD. I'm actually happy I found this. I'm just going to put this in my personal collection. All right, we got Method Man to Cal. So that was a nice find there too. This woman, again, had some good CDs for some reasonable prices. And lastly, Jay-Z, American Gangster. So there we go. Another garage sale I was at had these 2 CDs. They were 50 cents each. Ghetto Superstar, Praz. I figured for 50 cents. I'm not going to whine about it. And lastly, Wyclef Jean presents The Carnival. So, got both Wyclef and Praz at one garage sale. All their other CDs were terrible by that one. All right, VHSs. There were 3 this week. The first one I got for 50 cents at a garage sale. I think the price tag's right on there. And it's the Berenstain Bears and the Missing Dinosaur Bone. I love Berenstain Bears stuff, so VHSs for 50 cents, absolutely. These 2 were at the garage sale with the hip-hop CDs. It made sense based on the CDs there. Belly actually has a little bit of value. Not a ton, but a little bit. And again, it basically worked out to 50 cents because she gave me $6 for everything. And CKY2K, this actually has some value. I like CKY stuff. This is the Jackass guys before they really got into being Jackass. I think Bam Margera started it. And yeah, they're just prank videos basically, but they're cool. And that one has some value. Okay, let's go into, I guess we'll go into board games next. That sounds right to me. First, puzzles, I guess. Puzzles and board games. Found this at that big garage sale here in town. They didn't have prices on anything. Basically, you make a donation. So I donated $15 for everything. So it worked out to like $1 a piece, basically, for most of what I got. This is a Return of the Jedi puzzle. It's got a little ripping on the front, but I mean, the price was right. Someone wrote all pieces are in there. I haven't counted yet, but we'll have to check and see if that's correct. So there's that. This was at another garage sale that Neil and I went to. I have seen this multiple times, but never for this cheap and sealed, so I finally bit the bullet on it. $5, there's the price tag right there. And this is the Game of Thrones 3D puzzle of Westeros and Essos. It's sealed, never been opened, and $5. This woman had tons of sealed toys and stuff. Neil actually picked up a really cool Ninja Turtles box set on DVD. Okay, still going into the board games. This was also at that big garage sale. It's a sealed copy of Hanabi. Never played it. But it was sealed and it was $1, so I'm not going to complain. It's a card game of some sort. This one was at another garage sale. It was $1. Right there, priced on it. And this is a copy of Sorry, the Travel Edition. I love these travel games. Some of them do have some value. This one's missing 1 piece, but it's easily replaceable. So there's that. Here is some awesome board games. I happened to go into Salvation Army on Jefferson, and these 2 were sitting in one of the bins they hadn't unloaded yet. Oh, I'm so glad I got them, because some of them are expensive. First one there, their stickers are terrible. I'll try to get it in. $6.99. Oh, it's not in the frame. I'm so sorry. Hang on. See if I can get it back there. $6.99, $7. This is Monopoly, the Treehouse of Horrors. This is very uncommon. The regular Simpsons Monopoly is very common and not worth much. This is actually quite expensive. So, and it's 100% complete. So $7, absolutely. And this was also there. See if I can do better. $5.99. And this is a copy of Game of Thrones Risk. It's 100% complete. And yeah, these have some value. So I was happy to pick them up. I'm probably going to be selling both of them because I don't necessarily need either of those games in my collection. This last board game here was Value Village, $3.99. Right there. Sorry about the lighting there. This is a game called Prize Property by Milton Bradley. It's an older game. Kind of looks almost like Hotels. It's got some really cool pieces in there. But yeah, I'll add this one to my collection because I don't own it. And it's cool. I'm not going to be reselling that one. Okay, this, I don't know where to put this in terms of things. It's not a board game, it's a card game. I found this at a garage sale. So this is a Magic the Gathering Deckmaster, 1996, I believe it is, for $1. Now these, you do not see these very often. I open it up and it has everything except it's missing a bunch of the cards. It only had 15 of them, and I looked them all up. They were not worth much. But the fact that it has, I'll see if I can get it in frame here. The fact that it has the gold chips with the custom bag, all the other stuff in there, it holds some value still. People will buy these for collector's items. So I was happy to grab that. That was a nice find. More toys. Or let's go into, I guess, toys now. A couple things here, not a ton. These were at that same garage sale with the 3D puzzle. So these are Pokemon toys. They had them at $3 a piece, but I bundled it, so these were technically $1.50 a piece. So little construct sets. I mean, they're sealed, so I mean, for the price, they're cool. Whether my kids play with them or I try to resell them for $5 or something, they're kind of cool. So there's that. Don't know much about those, but again, the price was right. Got these at a garage sale, $1 a piece. These are Burger King Lord of the Rings cups that light up. So $2 I paid for these. The lights still work. I actually tested them there. One of them is Gandalf, and it looks one of them looks to be Strider. You can kind of see them on the other side, but you know me, I love Lord of the Rings stuff, so I couldn't pass these up. Plus, by that point in the day, we weren't finding much, so I just grabbed them. This was at the big K9 garage sale, so it was basically $1. This is a blue Power Ranger toy. It's one of the vintage ones. Missing the gun, unfortunately, but they usually are. And this one here was at a garage sale. This will probably not be in frame. I'll try my best. This is a sealed poster of Tupac from the movie Above the Rim. Really, really enjoyed this movie, Birdie. You know, it's a great movie back in the day. Great soundtrack. Holla If You Hear Me is one of the best Tupac songs ever. I love this. I don't know if I'll keep it or sell it. $5. She had 2 of them, but she goes, make me an offer. I said $5. She said, sure. So, yep. Second last toy, or non-video game pickup. This was at a garage sale. This is a Sisler Spartans pin. I went to Sisler High School, so hey, whatever. 10 cents. So I'll find a use for it. And I've been looking for a vintage Super Soaker forever. I really want to get the yellow one. I forget what number it was. I had it as a kid. Normally when I find them, they're busted. They're in terrible condition. I found one finally at Value Village. $3.99. Right there. Sorry, hard to see. Glare on the light. See if I can turn it. There you go. $3.99. This is the, what number is this? The XP65. It's a smaller one, air pressured. Got a little bit of value, and it's in great condition.
Did I forget to invite you to the pool party? Well, maybe next year.
On those occasions when you need to make a big splash, there's the Super Soaker 100. It has a powerful air pressure system.
Oh, Buffy!
A range of up to 60 feet. And a drenching spray. The Super Soaker 100.
It's a water gun of a higher caliber.
Also the 50, or the ultimate, the 200.
I haven't tested it yet, but I will soon. So there you go. Otherwise, guys, for non-video game pickups, that is it. Video game pickups are the big one here, so let's try our best and jump right into video game pickups. All right, I don't even know where to begin because I just got so much stuff this week, but I guess we'll start somewhere. Found this at a garage sale. The guy had it for $2. I offered him $1. He said yes. This is a PS1 controller, which I am quite surprised the values have gone up on these. It is very dirty, but the joysticks are still good. I can clean this up. So $1, a PlayStation 1 controller. Found this at the Super Thrift here in town. $1.99. See if you can get the sticker in there. $2. This is a third-party Super Nintendo controller. It's clear. Got the turbo on it. Yeah, it's cool. $2. Why not? Not going to turn that one down. All right, this year, Value Village, $2.99. Right there on the back. This is an Atari 2600 joystick. You don't find these as much as you used to, and I'm happy to rather add this to my collection or sell it. Again, values of some of these controllers have really gone up. Again, Value Village. Where's the sticker? Did the sticker come off? It definitely had a sticker on it. That is random. I think the sticker might have came off. Weird. This was $3.99 at Value Village. It's a Ms. Pac-Man plug-and-play. A vintage one, too. Really cool, actually. I like these plug-and-plays, and I actually don't have this one, so I was happy to add this to the collection, or I'm going to add it to my collection. All right, these next things. I've mentioned this before. Here in the town I live in, we don't actually have a thrift store. I'm not really sure why, because We're a big town. But there is a flower store that has an antique store behind it. And outside they have this big tent. It's open all year round. It's never closed. It says thrift store on it. I'll show some video. I took some here. My son and I were going for a walk, and we just happened to stop in. And everything is donation only, so it's the honor system. And I'm like looking around. I don't see anything. And I look in this bin, and I find a bunch of video game stuff. So the first thing I saw, and I'll show the video, I found an Xbox 360 controller, wireless, just sitting there. And I was like, oh, well, if this is here, there might be more. So I started digging. Next thing I found was not one, but two black Wii remotes, or Wiimotes, with the Motion Plus built in. So these actually have some value. I was really happy to grab those. I keep digging, and I find two matching black Wii nunchucks. They're a little scratched up, but they're still there, and they're functional. I tested them. And just as I was about to leave, I took one more glance and I found a PS2 TV remote. Or PS2 remote. So, yeah, I put $5 in the bin. So those were $1 each. So I was happy with that. So, yeah, really good find there. All right, this is not technically a video game, but it's video game related. $2.99 at Value Village, Naryn. I found a sealed copy of the Super Mario Brothers Power Up card game. Never seen this before. I thought it was a puzzle when I first walked by, but no, it's a card game, and all the pieces are sealed, so happy to add that to my collection. These were both at garage sales. Again, not video games, but video game adjacent. She had them at $7 each. I asked if she would take 5. She said, sure. This is the Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon strategy guide with the map included, I believe it is. So yeah, really good condition, $5. And the same woman also had this one, Pokemon Omega Red and Alpha Sapphire. $5 I got these for. Didn't even haggle back. She goes, yeah, sure. So there we go. I guess we'll finish up the non-video game pickups. These had stickers, but they fell off. That just happens. This guy was $1 at a garage sale. It's a little mini Super Mario plushie. So yeah, for $1, I'm not going to turn that down. The rest of these came from another garage sale. I tried to get a video, but they were really watching me when I went in there. The garage sale was really junky, and then at the back they had 2 full-length tables full of plushies. It was mind-blowing how many plushies they had. They told me that their granddaughter was autistic and she had an obsession with plushies, so they just kept buying them, and now she doesn't care, so they're selling them. So the first one I see is a Mario for $1. Another Mario. It's bigger than the other one. The tag is cut off, unfortunately, but again, it was $1. And beside Mario was his brother Luigi, which was also $1. Unfortunately, I didn't notice this till I got home. They had actually glued the hat on, so I probably can't resell this, so it's probably garbage. They had a Wreck-It Ralph, a giant one. It had a $10 price tag. I was looking at it. She goes, I'd do 5 on that. So here's a giant Wreck-It Ralph. I love Wreck-It Ralph. I'm just going to keep these. And the last one, which one that originally caught my eye, is a giant Bowser stuffy plushie. And originally they had a $10 price tag, but I noticed there that the eyes are colored with marker. I don't know if you could see it in there. It's hard to get in the frame, but so she goes, "Oh, my granddaughter must have colored on it. Just give me $2." So $2 for this. I think I can get that with some isopropyl alcohol. So there you go. Some awesome Nintendo plushies. I guess we'll just get started with the games. I don't even know where to begin. There's just so many here, but I guess I'll go as quick as I can. These 3 I actually got today. I went to Bond Traders on Main. As I've mentioned before, I have a friend who works there, and he's really, I don't even have to ask for deals. He just offers them, which is amazing. And he realizes that, I shouldn't say friend, I met him through there. We've become close just talking about video game stuff like that. But either way, he gives me really, really good deals whenever I'm there. I don't even have to ask. He just offers. So today I happened to be in there. Neil needed a game for the PSP, which I grabbed. And then I started looking around. I saw this in the display case. They had it at $9.99. He goes, just take it for $5 if you want. So this is a loose copy of Pokemon Ranger for the DS. $5, I'm not going to complain. I could resell that. I don't collect Pokemon games, especially for the DS anymore, but for $5, I can't complain. And he gave me the other 3 games $10 for everything. So these were technically like $1.75 a game. I got Batman Begins on the GameCube. It's been there for a while. I'm not really sure why nobody bought it, but either way, the price was right. And it is complete in the case as well. And secondly, I picked up a copy of Wet for the Xbox 360. This is kind of becoming an uncommon game. I should say uncommon, but the value is starting to go up a bit on this one. Unfortunately, this one was missing the manual, but for like $1.75, I'm not going to complain. It's about a $20 game. So yeah, that was really good. I have another deal with him as well, which I'll get to as we go through this pile. All right, Value Village this week, $3.99. for a copy of NBA Jam for the Sega Genesis. I wish they had more Sega games, but that's the only one that I could find there. Somebody may have grabbed them before I did. But either way, NBA Jam. I don't have it. I have Tournament Edition, but not that one. These were also both at Value Village. I had a $2 off coupon for these ones, so they were technically $2.99 each. So, $1 off each one. But the first one is Jak and Daxter Greatest Hits for the PlayStation 2. So I got that for essentially $3. And that one, I believe, was complete in the case. Yes, it was. I haven't been finding a lot at the thrift store for video games. I'm finding them more at garage sales and pawn shops, so I just grabbed them. This one, same thing, $3.99, but I had a $2 off coupon, so this was $1 off. $3 for Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift. I actually found the second one a while back, so now I have both of them. And I believe, yes, it is complete in the case. I tend not to buy them if they're missing the manual at Value Village. So yeah, there was that. These here were all from the thrift store. Or, sorry, the pawn shop, I should say. I went back there again, saw my friend was working, and decided I'm just going to buy myself a bunch of games. And it mostly came down to this one here. So they had this game here priced at $10. Again, he gave it to me for $5, but he ended up doing $20 for all of these games. So I think it works out to like, yeah, $2 a game. But Zelda the Phantom Hourglass, loose. But again, I don't mind. I can resell that for $20 or trade it. So there's that. $2, I got Prince of Persia, The Fallen King. I was shocked that he did 20. I went up and he goes, it's gonna be 20 for everything. I thought, jeez. And this one is complete in the case. This is weird. It's kind of like an animated Prince of Persia, a little bit different than I'm used to seeing. And I believe this one only came out on the DS. Star Wars Battlefront Elite Squadron. There's a fly bothering me right now. If you're wondering why I keep touching my ear, like, of course, I decide to film a video and a fly comes down here. Complete in the case. Yeah, really good little pickups here. $2 a game. Definitely can't complain. Tomb Raider Underworld had a little bit of value. I didn't realize it until I got home and checked, but quite surprised this one actually went for so much. I just thought Tomb Raider looks cool. And of course I drop it. And the manual fell out, but it is there, complete in the case. Sorry, the manual's on the floor right now, and I'm not gonna go get it again. Okay, Rayman Legends for the PS3. Didn't realize this one had some value, but I just didn't have it, and I grabbed it. It does have the manual. It's behind this little insert here, but there you go, complete in the case. Rayman Legends, $2 at my favorite pawn shop in the city. Smuggler's Run 2 Hostile Territory. And for the PS2, and complete in the case. I believe Smuggler's Run 1, so I figured, whatever, I'll just grab it. I mean, whatever, it's $2 a game, I'm not going to complain. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes for the Xbox 360. I don't know if this had a manual because there is writing on the inside of the case, so sometimes that's an indicator it doesn't have a manual. I wish I was able to know which ones did and didn't, but either way, it was $2. I got a copy of Carrier Command Gaia Mission for the 360 as well. And I believe this one is complete. It feels heavy. Yes, it is. Almost done this Pawn Trader pickup here. And the second last one, I ended up getting a copy of SSX on Tour for the Xbox original. It was the only Xbox game I still needed there. I had already cleared them out and completed the case. And as I paid the guy, and as I'm talking to him, he goes, "Do you still looking for NES games?" I said, "Not really." He goes, "I found one in the back," and he comes out, and I sold this one a while back, Captain Comic. He goes, $5. I said, all right, I'm not going to complain. $5 is a good price. So there you go, Captain Comic. All right. A friend of mine has been telling me, he's a coworker actually, he's been telling me for a year now that he has an Odyssey 2 in the box, but it's at his sister's, and he's going to give it to me when he goes there and finds it, and he's never gone and got it. I go to his house to drop off something, and he gives me a copy of Pickaxe Pete for the Odyssey 2. He goes, "Yeah, I found this game." And I'm like, so I guess he does have an Odyssey. I don't know if I'll ever see it, but I got a game for free, Pickaxe Pete. So thanks to my coworker. These two were at a garage sale this week. They had both of them. All their games are priced at $10. And I'm talking to her, and she goes, I said, these kind of older ones, pawn shops usually charge $5. She goes, I go, would you do $6 for both? She said, okay. So these were $3 a game. Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. I have the other two, I believe, for the Xbox, but I was missing this one. So $3, and it's complete in the case. I don't mind adding it to the collection. I always find it funny when you're at a garage sale and they have like $10 on all their games, and most of them are kind of like titles like this. This is Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex for the original Xbox. I was also missing this one. It's the Platinum Hits version, and it's complete in the case. So $3 a game. I'm not going to complain with that price. These were at the garage sale with the plushies. $2 a game. Call of Duty: The Finest Hour for the PlayStation 2. I can't complain at $2 a game, so I know. It's just PlayStation junk, but I'll add it. This one was missing the manual, but the disc was okay. And the sticker came off this one. I'm not sure how and went onto there, but... and they also had a copy of Ghost Recon Jungle Storm. I had all the Ghost Recon games except this one. So for $2, I had no problem picking it up. And this one is complete in the case, so... That was plushies plus a couple games. It turned out to be a pretty good garage sale overall. These were also garage sales. The rest of these were, I believe. This was crazy. First garage sale I hit. This one was the week before when Neil wasn't with me. I go up to the first garage sale. I'm looking around. He's got 2 GameCube games. One of them just happens to be Godzilla Destroys All Monsters. Now, it's missing the manual, and the box is really, really, really beat up, unfortunately. I go to open it, and I'm super, super upset because it has this in it. WrestleMania, was that 19? And I'm like, oh, no. So the guy's like, I asked him, do you know where the disc is? He goes, no. It was mixed in with a bunch of DVDs. I just went through all of them, and I found it. So, yeah, he charged me $2 for this game. This game has some value. You'll see it up here in the corner. He also had a copy of Crash Nitro Kart for the GameCube. $2 as well. No problem paying that. This one was missing the manual there. And then I got a loose copy of the WrestleMania. So, yeah, really, really sweet pickups at that garage sale. Goes to show you, go through other stuff. Sometimes if it's missing a disc, it might be there somewhere. This was at the garage sale with the Pokemon guides. $2 was the price she had on there. And this actually had a little bit of value. This is Legends of WrestleMania for the Xbox 360. Yeah, I was a little shocked when I was looking the values up. This one has no manual. I don't know if it came with one. We'll assume maybe it did, but either way, $2. I'm not going to complain. These last 3 were also garage selling. This was the day I went by myself. He had a big box, and it said $2 a game. It was all 360 stuff. He said that some had went, but it was mostly 360. I got Need for Speed Carbon for the Xbox 360, and I believe it is, yes it is, complete in the case. I'm getting really close to the end here, actually. There's a couple more things left, and we're done. I got Just Dance Greatest Hits. Holy man, the price on this, I don't know if price starting is just wrong, but it's high. A lot higher than I thought it was going to be. And this one is complete in the case. And the one that originally caught my eye in the box, I left a few of them there, mostly sports titles, was Sonic Sega All-Star Racing with Banjo-Kazooie. So I thought, yeah, for $2, I'm definitely grabbing that. And I actually said, would you take 5 for all 3? And he said, sure. So one of these was technically $1, but hey, every dollar counts when you're garage selling. You could use that towards something else. All right. Speaking of garage sailing, went to another one with Neil. This was the last week that just followed. This guy had right in his ad a large assortment of video games. So we got there right when it opened. He was not lying. He had a large assortment of video games. He had a bunch of Wii U games. Unfortunately, he kind of had an idea of pricing for some things. But for $5, I got a copy of Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed. For $5. Seemed like a reasonable deal. The rest of them he had at 10, and I just figured I'd find them cheaper. This one's complete in the case. Neil's going through some game guides, and then Neil opens up a box, and inside the box he finds a Super Nintendo with Super Mario All-Stars. Now, Neil wasn't interested in it. He wanted $40. I said, well, what if it didn't have Super Mario All-Stars? He goes, well, then I could do 20. I started looking at the power cord. It had a little bit of a nick in it that it looks like he may have tried to solder. I said, how about $10? He said, sure. So I got a Super Nintendo system. It does work. The power cord flickers, so it may need to be replaced. But even for that price, to just get the console, and it has one first-party controller, and then it has one aftermarket controller with it there. And, of course, there is the power adapter. But, again, like I said, he tried to solder it. I don't know if I can get it in the camera. Maybe you could see it there. But it was working. It just kept flickering in and out. I'll have to maybe see if I could get it to work or whatever. Last thing he had, it's big. I don't know if I'm going to get it in the frame. I will try my best. Was a Sega Dreamcast Rally Wheel. It is a third-party one. I said, what do you want on that? He goes, honestly, he goes, I have no idea. I couldn't find any values online. He said, how about $10? I said, sure. I just never see Sega Dreamcast stuff, and for $10 it seemed like a fair deal. And when I opened it up, it did have all the cords, and it had I see a Dreamcast game and I get excited. It's the damn web browser. I already have this, and I'm like, oh, whatever. So either way, added that to the collection. All right, the last couple things here. Sorry, this fly is still really annoying. He does not want to leave me alone. The last couple things here were the last pickups, I guess. I went to a garage sale with Neil. Turned out to be a high school friend of mine who was selling their house. I said, I'm looking for video game stuff. He said he doesn't have any. His wife messages me the next day. I went through my stuff. I found these. Do you want them? I said, sure. How much? $10 for everything. This worked out to $1 a game, and I got really excited at first, and you'll see my disappointment in a second. But still a great deal. For $1 each, these are all PlayStation games. They're all complete. My Disney Kitchen for the PlayStation 1. Some of these had, you know, $15, $20 value, and then there was one that was kind of up there. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. So again, I was really happy. It's a good thing, you know, it never hurts to have some friends around and just let them know that you're looking for games. Cool Borders 2001. We got 007, The World Is Not Enough. We got A Bug's Life. Yeah, just, again, floored. The price was so cheap. The Little Mermaid 2. Again, nothing in here is, like, eye-opening good. But either way, here's the one that was. Blasto. This one actually had some value. This is the one that I was kind of excited about seeing. They had a loose copy of Twisted Metal 3. It's just missing the cover. It actually has the backing on it. But yeah, Twisted Metal 3. And same thing with Crash Bandicoot. Missing the back cover, or at least the insert. Now, I'm looking in the bag and I see this and I'm like, oh my god. This can't be. Parappa the Rapper. This is a bootleg. So I could tell right away it was not an official PlayStation game. And same with this one. Bust a Groove would never be looking like this. So yeah, two very expensive games that were unfortunate bootlegs. And then they had Screamer 2 for the PC. I don't know anything about this one, but whatever. $10 for everything. Thank you very much to those friends of mine. All right, the last two items. I will try to post a picture of the ad if it's still up. A gentleman in town was trying to sell a lot of N64 games for $275 each. It included Conker's Bad Fur Day, Ogre Battle, and some really popular titles like Paper Mario. I messaged him. I said, would you take $250? He says yes. I say, okay, let's meet at this time. He says, great. Then I thought, wait a second, why is this ad still up? Somebody would have grabbed this. So I messaged him, are the games reproductions or real? He says, they might be reproductions. I said, do you mind if I bring my bit down and we could look at them and see? He says, sure. I get down there. All but 2 of the games are reproductions. The 2 that were legit, I bought. We agreed on $20 a game because these are actually worth about double that. So I paid $20 each for these. The first one here, Road Rash 64. I paid $20 for this. I did open it up to make sure it's legitimate. And lastly, Banjo-Tooie. I have Banjo-Kazooie, now I have Banjo-Tooie. So, yep, this one was legit. Had a movie sticker rental place on the back, so I figured it was, but I did check the board as well. Keep your eye out, guys. There are a lot of fake N64 cards floating around right now. It is getting kind of stupid, actually, how people are trying to pass these off. I don't know what he did with the rest of them, but I couldn't get the vibe whether he knew it or not. I mean, the fact that he let me go down there and open them kind of shows me that maybe he didn't know. It's hard to tell. But either way, watch out, guys, because there are some out there. Remember, if you haven't already commented on my previous video, please do so. I'll leave a link in the description. That way you can be entered in the free draw, but also make sure you're subscribed as well. Smash the like button to show some support. Comment below. And remember, if you know the NES music playing in the background, comment below and you can get an extra entry in the next draw. I'm going to keep doing these all the way up until I get to 1,000 subscribers, and where I'll do a really big one, maybe a $100 game or something like that. But either way, my next video, I will release the winners, and you still have time. I have about 4 or 5 days before I get to that next one, and we'll go from there. But otherwise, guys, stay safe out there. Have fun garage sailing. I am. I only got a couple weeks left, but I'm hoping to find a few more things before that's out. So either way, stay safe. We'll talk to you in about a week. Bye now.